Well, hello, beautiful soul. So, check it out. We got ourselves another reading today, right? I know it's like all smiles and stuff here, but like, let's get a little serious, all right? Let's get a little serious. Serious. Serious is significant, okay? Spirit, source, angels. What message do we need to deliver to the collective in this present moment? Help me out here, Archangel Michael. Help me out here, Archangel Metatron. What we got going on? What does the collective need to know? One more time. One more time. Here we go. Alrighty. Show us the money. Alrighty. Two of Cups up or down? Alright, down. Here we go. So there's a separation, rejection, disharmony, some tension, some withdrawal. Okay, take what resonates. Water sign, significant. Cancer sign, significant. 222 is very significant, right? Okay, so Two of Cups. So some sort of connection that you're separated from. Spirit, tell us more about this separation. Alrighty, so Justice card comes out. Boom. Okay, so Two Cups in reverse, right? You were separated, you were moved from an environment, right? Where a lot of these energies, right? 222 is very significant. Yeah, 222 is very significant. Air sign significant as well too. Fire placements. Justice is being brought. Justice is being delivered. Karma is being dealt heavily. Accountability, laws involved, integrity violators. Like I said, when I said Archangel Michael coming through, I know y'all seen that sword. Spirit, show us more. Alrighty. Up or down? Alrighty. In reverse. Alright, let's see here. So, the High Priestess in reverse, right? So the High Priestess, so secrets, confusion, blocked intuition, and hidden motives. Okay, so yeah. Oh, so you were pulled away, right? Because a lot of these energies that were coming up against you, right? Water sign significant as well too. They were trying to block your intuition, right? They were trying to block your gifts, if that makes sense. Basically, stop your blessings, right? They wanted to take your blessings away from you for themselves. Spirit, tell us more about these hidden motives. So, let's see here. You have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Up or down? Okay, let's see here. So, So a lot of these energies are Ace of Cups in reverse, right? Feeling of coldness, emptiness, emotional loss, feeling unloved. So a lot of these energies don't love themselves, right? So keep in mind, chosen, like a lot of these people, they're not going to understand your purpose. They're not going to understand why you have this mission, why you have this favor, why you have these abilities. And it's just like they're going to continue to drown themselves in uncertainty and fear and self-limiting beliefs, trying to wrap their life and mind around what you got going on, right? It's just like, just stay in your own lane, bro. Like, you don't need to explain it or try to help those people out. No, they need to help themselves, if that makes sense. Spirit, tell us more. So, yeah. Okay, so Queen of Swords in reverse, right? A lot of these energies were pessimistic. They're cruel, malicious gossip, very spiteful. Queen of Swords energy, right? So the Libra, Aquarius, Gemini placements are significant, right? The number 13 is very significant. 444 is very significant in this reading. 144 is very significant, okay? Spirit, tell us more about these pessimistic, malicious gossipers, right? Ugh. Okay, so up or down? Oos. All right, one more time. Up or down? Down. Hit it with down. So, okay, so these energies want you to feel unwelcome. They wanted you to have conflict at home life conflict, right? They wanted you to be homeless or something, right? It's crazy. They wanted you to be unstable, right? They want to neglect you, even though they did. These energies did, but it just didn't work because they don't realize the source, the confidence, the drive that you have doesn't come from outside of yourself. It comes from within, right? So Spirit, tell us more. Alrighty. Wheel of Fortune, up or down? Okay. A lot of reverse cards for these people. Yeah. So, right, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 1010 is very significant. Jupiter placements. Yeah. These energies have a lack of control on when it changes and delays because of trying to come up against you, wanting you to feel alone, wants you to feel unwelcome, wants you to be homeless, wants you to be broke, wants you to be unstable, right? They want you to feel neglected, like you're not needed, right? And now they just can't control themselves. They have a lack of control. You know, they refuse to change. You know, these energies who refuse to change cause friction within their own timelines. You know, it's like, don't go against that type of grain, go with it. But in this case, chosen, you go against the grain. That's the thing. You go against the grain, and that shit still looks fucking good. Spirit tells more. Where'd that come from? Where'd that go? That shit flipped up. I think it did a 180. Hey! Alrighty, Spirit, tell us more. Up or down? Okay, so these energies, sun in reverse, right? Their happiness is now blocked. They block their own happiness, if that makes sense, with unrealistic expectations and pessimism, dude. Yeah, fire sign significant, right? Take what resonates. But because they wanted to block you of all this, dude, understand? It made you realize even more, like, how important you are, that you are that sun energy, dude. Yeah, that you are this high priestess, okay? Let's see here. That you won't allow these energies to take away your happiness, your success, your vitality, your joy, your optimism, and your confidence. Your soul is just, it's advanced, if that makes sense. Because no soul is greater than another, but your soul just so happens to be advanced. But understand that there's a lot more other advanced souls out there, collective, right? There's always bigger fish in the sea, right? So, yes, you have this very humble nature about you, but you know how to turn it up to 100 real quick if you need to, right? And that's like the last resort. Like, you really don't want to be that type of way, but sometimes you got to pull that thug out. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm saying it like so like chill right now, but like it's there when you need it, bruh. Oh, let's see here. Alrighty, so the moon, right? So up or down? Boop. In the reverse, bro. We got hella reverse cards. Word on the street. Say you a suspect. Psych. So the moon in reverse, right? So there was a lot of deception, misunderstanding, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. There was just no clarity whatsoever, right, from those energies, right? And you learn that, if that makes sense. You learn to discern that, if that makes sense, right? To truly never judge a book by its cover, right? And it's like you really got to see that all that glitters is not gold, right? Little by little, you saw everything just fall apart little by little. You're like, you know what? Before it all goes down, I'm just gonna boot, scoot, and boogie. So yeah, Spirit. See here. 6 of Cups. Okay, reversed. Yeah, a lot of these energies are just stuck in the past. They're bored. They refuse to grow up. You know, and they lack independence. These energies are very codependent on one another, right? Scorpio sign significant, okay? Take what resonates. Water placement. 666 is very significant, okay? The Fool. So, after all of this, you get a fresh start. You get a fresh start, okay? You've earned your freedom. You have a beautiful adventure awaiting for you, endless travel, and your innocence is proven. You need to understand that Heaven sees everything. God knows everything. God knows your heart, bro. It don't matter what the outside externals have to say or do about it. It's what you got going on.